Weather Authority Alert Day goes into effect for this upcoming weekend. Both days will feature an area of high pressure that is going to be fairly strong, bringing intense heat and humidity to the region, which will bring temperatures into the mid to upper 90s. And you pair that with the humidity, and we'll be feeling like 100 degrees or greater for most of the afternoon across most of the mid-Atlantic. So some intense heat is going to be building in, but we do want to talk about this afternoon because it's also getting quite hot out there, as it's only about 12:19 this afternoon. We're already at 90 degrees along the 460 corridor. Roanoke, Bedford, Lynchburg, all at 90 degrees. South Boston, Rocky Mount, Alta Vista, 91. In the New River Valley in the low to mid 80s at this time. Hot Springs currently at 76, so a little bit cooler in parts of the Highlands. Today's heat index is going to continue to climb up there. We're already feeling close to about 92, but by the time we get to about 2 to 3, 4, 5, 6 p.m., we'll be feeling closer to that triple-digit mark. Some areas like Southside and Lynchburg will be feeling like 102 to 104. So going to be very hot across Southside, but still not at that threshold for the National Weather Service to put out some of those extreme heat alerts, like the advisories, watches, and warnings that we're seeing unfold across areas to our west and to our east. But eventually that will all change once we get into the weekend, or at least we are anticipating for that to change as we get into the weekend. Now, the summer heat wave began yesterday. Temperatures were right around the 90-degree mark. Today in the 90s, next several days in the 90s. So just a couple of reminders: stay inside during the peak hours of the afternoon. That means your pets as well. Remember, you can't keep the pets outside if the temperature is at the low 80s or above. Drink plenty of water, just because the humidity is high out there. It's hard for your body to cool off because the sweat will not be able to evaporate because the humidity is so high. And then it's also going to be extremely clear out there, especially for this afternoon. We're dealing with mostly clear skies, so find some shade in shaded areas if you can. Here's the highest heat potential for the day. We have extreme heat advisories just off to our west and just off to our east. Luckily, we're in the middle of that area where we're not dealing with the extreme heat just yet, but it is still very hot out there. However, once we get into tomorrow afternoon and into Sunday afternoon, in the foreseeable future, this area of high pressure moves close by the area, and it just brings oppressive heat and sinking air into our region. So it's going to continue to aid in more and more heat and more humidity building into the region. We could also see a couple of showers and storms associated with this area of high pressure, as we've got a stalling front that will eventually break down over the course of the weekend. So maybe some relief from the heat. But here's a look at how high our peak heat index values could get for our Saturday: 104 Roanoke, 105 Lynchburg, 107 for Southside, 101 for the Highlands, New River Valley in the low 90s. And then Sunday we turn it up a notch: 110 for Lynchburg, 113 for Southside. So areas like Campbell, Charlotte, Pittsylvania, Halifax, even parts of Appomattox counties, I'm talking to you guys, you're likely going to be the hottest feeling counties this upcoming weekend. Here's a look at Futurecast. A couple of showers possible on our Saturday. We will do it all over again on our Sunday as well. Not going to be too much of a nuisance for your weekend plans, but just plan on there being some spotty showers. Again, Weather Authority Alert Day for both days this weekend. Happy